Hello, curious minds. I'm Koko. And today, we're traveling to a small, landlocked country of breathtaking mountains, crystal clear lakes, extraordinary precision, world famous chocolate, and one of the most fascinating political systems ever created. Today, we discover Switzerland. Switzerland sits in the heart of Central Europe, bordered by Germany to the north, France to the west, Italy to the south, and Austria and Liechtenstein to the east. Despite having no coastline and being completely surrounded by other countries, Switzerland has become one of the most prosperous, peaceful, and influential nations on Earth. It covers an area of just 41,000 square kilometers, smaller than the state of Ohio, yet packs in some of the most dramatic and beautiful landscapes anywhere in the world. The Alps mountain range covers about 60% of the entire country, with 48 peaks rising above 4,000 meters. Its largest city is Zurich, though the capital is Bern, a beautifully preserved medieval city whose old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Switzerland's history is one of remarkable independence and determination. In 1291, three small forest communities came together and signed a pact of mutual defense. This moment is considered the founding of Switzerland and is still celebrated as Swiss National Day every August 1st. Over the following centuries, more communities joined, and Swiss soldiers became the most feared and respected fighters in all of Europe. So skilled that the Pope hired them to protect the Vatican, a tradition that continues to this day with the famous Swiss guards in their colorful uniforms. Switzerland managed to remain neutral during both World War I and World War II, an extraordinary achievement surrounded by countries at war. This neutrality made Switzerland the natural home for international diplomacy and humanitarian organizations. The Red Cross, one of the most important humanitarian organizations in human history, was founded in Geneva, Switzerland in 1863 by Henry Dunant. Geneva also became home to the League of Nations and later numerous United Nations agencies, making it one of the most important diplomatic cities in the world. Switzerland has maintained its famous neutrality for over 500 years and has not been involved in an international war since 1815, making it one of the most peaceful nations in history. Today, Switzerland is home to about 8.7 million people and is one of the most unique countries in the world because it has 4 official languages: German spoken by about 63% of the population, French spoken by 23%, Italian spoken by 8%, and Romanesque spoken by a small minority. This multilingual reality reflects Switzerland's position at the crossroads of European cultures. Swiss people are known for their punctuality, precision, cleanliness, and extraordinary quality of life. Switzerland consistently ranks as one of the happiest and most livable countries on Earth. The Swiss political system is one of the most democratic in the world. Citizens can vote on almost any issue through referendums and have direct influence over their government in a way few other countries allow. Swiss watches are legendary worldwide. Brands like Rolex, Omega, Patek Philippe, and Tag Heuer represent the absolute pinnacle of precision craftsmanship. And Swiss chocolate, Lindt, Toblerone, Nestlé, is considered the finest in the world. Swiss food is wonderfully hearty. Fondue, where bread is dipped into melted cheese, raclette, where cheese is melted over potatoes, rusty, which is a crispy potato dish, and of course extraordinary cheeses like Gruyere and Emmental with its famous holes. Switzerland does not use the euro. It has its own currency called the Swiss franc, one of the most stable and valuable currencies in the world. Despite its tiny size, Switzerland has the 20th largest economy in the world and one of the highest GDP per capita of any nation, this meaning Swiss people are among the wealthiest on Earth. Switzerland is the banking capital of the world. Swiss banks manage approximately 1/3 of all privately held offshore wealth globally. Swiss companies like Nestle, Novartis, Roche, ABB, and Glencore are global giants. Switzerland is also a world leader in pharmaceuticals, financial services, precision machinery, and tourism. Now, let's explore some of Switzerland's most spectacular and unforgettable places. The Matterhorn, perhaps the most iconic mountain in the world, rising 4,478 meters above the village of Zermatt with its perfect pyramid shape that has inspired artists, adventurers, and dreamers for centuries. It is one of the most photographed mountains on Earth and one of the most challenging climbs for mountaineers. Lake Geneva, a stunning crescent-shaped lake on the border between Switzerland and France, surrounded by vineyards, mountains, and elegant cities, including Geneva itself and the beautiful Lausanne. The Chapel Bridge in Lucerne, a stunning 14th century wooden covered bridge crossing the Reuss River, decorated with historic paintings inside, and considered one of the most beautiful bridges in Europe. Jungfraujoch, known as the Top of Europe, a railway station sitting at 3,454 meters above sea level, reached by the highest railway in the Alps, offering views of eternal glaciers and snow-covered peaks that will take your breath away. And the old town of Bern, a perfectly preserved medieval city center with 6 kilometers of covered arcades, magnificent fountains, and a famous clock tower that has been keeping time since the 13th century. Before we go, here are some truly extraordinary things about Switzerland that will amaze you. Switzerland is home to CERN, the world's largest particle physics laboratory, where scientists discovered the Higgs boson particle and where the World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989, meaning the internet as we know it today was born in Switzerland. Switzerland has enough nuclear bunkers to shelter its entire population. Every building constructed after 1963 was required by law to include a bomb shelter. The Swiss Army knife, that iconic red pocket tool with dozens of attachments, was invented in Switzerland in 1884 and is carried by millions of people worldwide. And here is perhaps the most remarkable fact. Switzerland has won more Nobel Prizes per capita than almost any other country in the world, reflecting its extraordinary tradition of scientific excellence and innovation. Switzerland is a country that proves that true wealth comes not from size or resources, but from precision, peace, education, and the courage to remain true to your own values in a world of conflict. I hope you enjoyed our journey today. I'm Koko, and there is a whole world left to discover. See you in the next adventure.